Good morning, children. In this session, we are going to see the new chapter in civics. So, in civics, we completed the lesson 1. Now, we are moving to the second lesson. Our second lesson in civics is election, political parties, and pressure of groups. So, in civics, in this lesson, we are going to discuss about the how elections happen, how election in ancient times, how they started, how they practice election system, that and all we are going to see in this lesson. And the next is political parties. Political parties means there is a election system exists or election process happens, so there is a must for political parties. Then only election will happen. And next is pressure groups. Pressure groups means, so pressure groups are nothing but like a student association, any private concerns association, and there are different associations which will always fight for the good things. சில நல்ல விஷயங்களுக்கு எதிராக அரசியலுக்கு எதிராகவோ இல்லை நாட்டில் நடக்கிற சில அநீதியான விஷயங்களாக எதிர்த்து போராடுற ஒரு அமைப்பு தான் pressure groups. So group or association which will fight for the betterment and welfare of the humans, that is known as pressure groups. Mainly the pressure groups, they will fight for the betterment of the or against the unnecessary and unwanted policies or ideologies which were introduced by the political parties. Pressure groups is nothing but it's an association which will fight against the unwanted or policies which will introduced by the political parties. That is known as pressure groups. So on 25th January, National Voters Day has been celebrated throughout India. So this is Indian Parliament. For this, representatives will be elected through Indians. So now we move to the next thing. So this is the Election Commission of India's office image. They are the responsible organization or office which will take care of the election process to happen in a free and fair way or in a genuine manner. So Election Commission of India is the separate organization or a commission which will genuinely and fairly will conduct the election process. So this is a symbol for different national parties which are existing in India. So these are different images of different political parties. So these are some of the examples or images for national political parties that are surviving in India and that are existing in India. So in modern day, these are the different political parties which were governing the entire Indian nation with the alliance or in a solely or in individually or separately. So this is about examples or images about pressure groups. A pressure group is a organization of people who share similar views and goals. That means any group of association which will have a similar idea which will fight against the policies or political parties which will introduce a unwanted or which will no use for the public. So for that policies and principles, groups which will fight against the political parties and political system, that is known as pressure groups. So in this video or in this session, we are going to discuss about the second lesson in civics, that is election, political parties and pressure groups. So this lesson which will completely deals about the election system, election processes and how the political parties are competing each other for dominating or coming into the power. And the next is pressure groups. Pressure groups nothing but which will they will have a definite association and they will fight against the political systems or political parties when they are unwanted or which will hurt the society policies which will introduced by the political systems. So these are all the concepts which we are going to discuss or we will deal in this lesson. So in this session we are going to discuss up to in this session we are going to see about the electoral system in India, which will teach about the how election method, how election processes which came from our Indian ancestors like Chola empires and in the other rulers. Election process is nothing but it's an election system. How the election process or how election system happens in India, that and all we will see in this election process. The next concept is introduction of the nota option. Nota option is nothing but none of the above. The expansion for nota, none of the above. So in which year the concept or idea of nota has been introduced, that and all you will see in that concept nota. And the next is what are the different types of elections in India happening and practice, that and all we will see in this concept. And next is political parties. This is the next concept. Political parties is nothing but what are all the political parties which are exist or which are surviving in India, that and all we will see in this political parties concept. Next is meaning of political party. So there is a meaning and definition for the what is political party. Next is what are the different types of party system, like single party system, multi-party system, that and all we will see in the different types of party system. The next is what is the role of opposition party. Role of opposition party means in an election process or in an election, any party which loses in the election system or in the election, they will become a opposition party in a democracy or in a parliament, and they will have a important role and important power in the parliament. They will have power to raise questions against the ruling parties. The next is pressure groups. So as I said earlier, they will fight for the betterment of society and other things in a nation. They are known as pressure groups. So in this session, we are going to discuss about the electoral system, election processes, introduction of nota option, types of elections in India. So these are the four concepts we are going to discuss in this session. So election is nothing but it's a formal and it's a proper system which will make a decision, that is known as election, which will be chosen or elected or which will be represented by the Indian people, that is known as election. So on behalf of Indian population and Indian society, there are elected representatives or chosen individual or chosen political leaders will be sent to the public office or sent to the Indian Parliament by voting. That is known as election. So in an election process or in an election system, political party leaders, they will compete or they will involve in an election and they will fight for their seat in the parliament. So they are elected or they are chosen for the public office by Indian peoples by voting, and they will solve the entire problems sitting in a parliament, and they will discuss the common people issues and they will give a proper decision and they will solve the issues of the common people. That is known as election processes. So election process is nothing but elected representatives will be sent to the parliament to act on behalf of common people in a democratic nation or in any other nation. That is known as election process or the election system. So this is the answer for question number one in fourth block. So the concept of election process or election system in India has been adapted from the United Kingdom. India is a socialist, secular, democratic republic and the largest democratic in the world. The modern Indian nation state came into existence on 15th August 1947. So the concept of electoral system or electoral process or election system in India, which is been adapted or which has been taken from United Kingdom. So the concept or the idea of election system or election processes which is been adapted or which has been taken from United Kingdom. So after following or getting an election system or election processes, India started following the principles of socialist. They will be socialist and will not favor any specific party or specific peoples. So they do common things to the common peoples in a general way, in a proper way. So secularist is nothing but India is a nation will not never support or which is not dominated by any other specific religion or specific community. Democratic, which is nothing but as I said in the first lesson, democracy or democracy is nothing but leaders are on behalf of common people. Leaders are elected through the election process, and they will solve the issues of common people. That is known as democratic or democracy. Republic is a they will take care of the common people's requirements and other needs. That is known as republic. And then India is considered to be the one of the largest democratic nation in the world. India is the largest democratic nation in the world. So the modern Indian nation are the two. India nation has been came into existence on the August 15, 1947. So on the date of complete independence date so the democratic nation or a republic nation of India is been came into existence or came into practice on August 15, 1947. So articles is nothing but it's a different views or articles are different, principles are different, ideas that is been introduced in the Indian Constitution from November 26th of 1946. So in Indian Constitution around 1 to 380 articles something has been introduced or written in the Indian Constitution. Though that 1 to 380 articles will carry a different views and different ideas from 1 to 380. So in our Indian Constitution covers 324 to 329 that completely deals with the election system and election processes. So part 15, so Indian Constitution has given us a 22 parts. In the 22 parts, 15th part of the Indian Constitution, which deals or which covers about the India's election system and India's election processes. So in the 22 parts of Indian Constitution, Indian election system or Indian election process comes under the 15th part of the Indian Constitution. So that the articles covering 324 to 329. Within these articles, Indian election system or Indian election processes, which will cover and what the election commission and what the election commissioners will do. That and all will be covered or will be said in the article 324 to 329. So article 324 of the Indian Constitution provides for an independent election commission. The article 24 of the Indian Constitution, which provides or which gives a separate independent election commission. So the article 24 of the Indian Constitution gives us a separate commission which will take care of the entire process of Indian election process and Indian electoral system. Along with that, the Election Commission of India, which will have one chief election commissioner, and two election commissioners. One chief election commissioner and two election commissioners. The election commission of India will have three important powerful persons. One will be a chief election commissioner and other two will be election commissioners. They will support the chief election commissioners, and these election commissioners, having three important powerful persons, they will conduct the elections freely and fairly and genuinely for the Indian nation. The parliament may make provision with respect to all matters relating to elections to the parliament, including preparation of electoral rolls. Electoral rolls means list of candidates for the election processes. Voters list, that is known as electoral rolls, means voters list, and the delimitation of the constituencies and the all other matters necessary for securing their due constitution. So the Indian Parliament will make or give powers to the Election Commission of India to make, prepare or create a electoral list or electoral rolls. Along with that, election commissions will have the power to fix the delimitation, is a boundary. This will be the particular constitution. Constitution na adu oru constituencies means அது ஒரு தொகுதி. அந்த தொகுதிக்கான எல்லைகளை இந்த எலெக்ஷன் கமிஷன் தான் டிசைட் பண்ணும். அதுக்கப்புறம் யாரெல்லாம் எலக்டரல் லிஸ்ட்ல இருக்காங்க அவங்க நேமையும் இந்த எலெக்ஷன் கமிஷன் தான் ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணும். அது மட்டும் இல்லாமல் எந்தெந்த சட்டமன்றத்துக்கு தேவையான சட்டமன்ற தொகுதிகளுக்கு தேவையான மாநில சட்டமன்ற தொகுதிகள், அப்புறம் யூனியன் பிரதேசத்துக்கு தேவையான சட்டமன்ற தொகுதிகள் எல்லாத்தையுமே எலக்டர்ஸ் லிஸ்ட்டு, எந்தெந்த தொகுதி உட்பட்ட பொலிட்டிக்கல் பார்ட்டிஸ் வந்து இந்த எலெக்ஷன் ப்ராசஸ் இன்வால்வ் ஆகிற எல்லாத்தையுமே இந்த எலெக்ஷன் கமிஷன் மட்டும்தான் வந்து டிசைட் பண்ணும். இது வந்து பார்லிமெண்ட்ல டிக்ளேர் பண்ணுவோம். டிக்ளேர் பண்ணதுக்கப்புறம் இந்த எலெக்ஷன் கமிஷன் வில் டீல் த என்டையர் ப்ராசஸ். இதே மாதிரி எலெக்ஷன் ப்ராசஸ் ஏதாவது டவுட்டு, யாரால ஏதாவது நம்ம ஓட்டு போடுறது பிரச்சனை, எவ்வளோ ஓட்டு வாங்கலாம், அப்படி எல்லாமே விவரங்களை தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும்னா நம்ம எலெக்ஷன் கமிஷன் ஆஃப் இந்தியாவை தான் நம்ம சார்ந்திருக்கணும். ஸோ வித் திஸ் எலக்ட்ரல் சிஸ்டம் மீன்ஸ் வில் மூவ் த நெக்ஸ்ட் கான்செப்ட். So these are something about extra information. This is not that much important. So these are different articles which deals about what? So election processes. So election process, nothing but as I said earlier, election system or election system. That is not election system or election process are same. At the national level, the head of the government, the Prime Minister, is elected by the members of Lok Sabha, the lower house of the parliament in India. So when it comes to a national level or a country level, the head of the government or head of the union government or head of the India is a Prime Minister who is to be elected or who is to be appointed by the President. So the Prime Minister, who is the head of the Indian government, who will be elected by the lower house known as Lok Sabha. இந்திய பார்லிமெண்டோட கீழவை சேர்ந்த லோக் சபா எம்பிகள் தான் இந்திய அரசாங்க தலைமையை பிரைம் மினிஸ்டரை சூஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க. அவங்களாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா பார்லிமெண்டோட லோவர் ஹவுஸோட எம்பிகள். So in a representative democracy like ours, elections are extremely important. Voting in elections are best way to make your voice heard. So in a country like India, following democracy, conducting elections is a very, very important and it is a more powerful. So having a largest democracy of the world, India, so it is very difficult to conduct and it is extremely important to have a election process in countries like India. So voting in elections are the best way to make your voice. So through voting and election process or ballot boxes, we can conducting election process only. The extreme voice of common peoples can be chosen to solve the common issues of your common people. For that only the election processes are held and conducted in a regular interval of 5 years. So this is nothing but a traditional voting methods that is known as Kudavolai system. Kudavolai system is nothing but a in a Chola period or ancient Indian history. They keep a pot like a mud pot in that common peoples during the ancient time they will put have a leaf and in that write the name and they will put it in a pot that is known as Kudavolai system that was practiced in Chola kingdom or Chola dynasty in a very earlier period of Indian history. So now we are going to see the new concept introduction of Nota. So in the Indian election processes and Indian electoral system in the year 2014 they have introduced a new option that is known as Nota, none of the above. So that is nothing but in an electoral machine among the above given parties or leaders I don't like and I don't want to choose them or elect them or represent them as a leader of my country. So this is nothing but unwilling to choose the leaders. Nota is nothing but unwilling to choose any of the parties, leaders or representatives. That is known as Nota. So on 49 O in the conduct of election rules 1961 of the India describe this procedure. So this is a constitutional act based on 49 rule 49 O. Based on rule 49 O of the Indian Constitution, any Indian citizen can have a or choose or unwilling to press the button of Nota option in the election processes. So the concept of Nota has been introduced during the year 2014 and India is the 14th country to use or follow this Nota option system. So this is VVPAT is nothing but a voter verifiable paper audit trail. This is nothing but it's a system introduced during the election processes when a voter or a citizen who is voting in a voting machine, he can get an acknowledgement or a receipt on which party or on which leader he has represented or chosen to vote in the or voted in an election. So they will get a receipt or proof on what leader or what representative he voted. That is known as voters verifiable paper audit trail. So in the election process voting machine vote போட்டு நம்ம யாருக்கு vote போட்டுருக்கோம் நம்ம போட்ட vote கரெக்ட்டா இருக்கான்னு பார்க்கிறது தான் voter verifiable paper audit trail. So with this we will end the session. Remaining things we will see in the next session.